Hello, good evening. First of all, I do want to commend you on having making a brilliant presentation. So I did that for this kind of reception that I had. But I wanted to ask to my question. I wanted to ask specifically on your comments about hate speech. But I do generally agree with all of the notes that you had made in your handout. But I do want to ask in particular if you think, from a legal perspective, if there are certain kinds of statements that can be made that should be considered hate speech instead of being given a blanket protection under the right to free speech.
I actually haven't, hate speech laws tend to be enforced infrequently. But the one prosecution I heard of in England after the 2008 amendment was of some Muslim men who were distributing leaflets with a hangman's noose on them. So basically, lesbians and gays should be put to death. So I think where the police think prosecution is warranted and the courts uphold it is really incitement to violence against a minority. So there is a case pending in the European Court of Human Rights against Russia where a public official said lesbians and gays should be torn to pieces and thrown to the wind. You get a lot of statements like that in Russia. They should be burned to death, etc. So that's the kind of extreme statement that might have attracted prosecution.